Hello Cyprus user, welcome to our channel. In today's video we are going to cover how to create a new client into the Cyprus software. So let's move on to the steps. So the steps are basically for generating a new client into the Cyprus software. You need to log in with the system client, search for the initial client setup process, run the initial client setup process, input the necessary information, save the credentials of the new client, and thereafter you would be able to log in into the new client. Enough chit chat. Let's move on and log in into the system with the system client. So here is my link where we are going to log in. So I'm logged with super user. So I do have some other tenants and save the password. So let's move on to the super user. By this user, you would be able to log into the system administrator role, and from there you would be able to generate the new client. Do not generate the client by just opening a single window of client, by just opening the client window and entering the name. Do not do this. For creating the new client, you need to log in with the super user into the system administrator roles and say OK. And this is the landing page that you will get. In this landing page, on the left side, you would be able to see your entire menu. Onto the right side, there would be certain activities, favorites, and the views. So here we need to search using the search utility called initial client setup, and we'll click on this, and thereafter you would be able to see that there are many of the parameters where we just need to key in some information. So the client name is basically a customer company name. So I would say, let's say SCL Technologies. SCL is the organization keyword. The organization name is similar to this, Technologies. My administrator username. So this is the user that gets generated as a result of this process. By this user, we would be able to configure rest of the software. So just it's a very sensitive. So you must have to give the administrator username, and you need to save this username because later we need to log in using this super username and with the same password generated by the system that can be changed later. Okay. Now the other one user generated by the system is the user that is normal user. Thereafter you just need to select your currency. So in my case it is INR. The country is India. The region I will keep it blank because nothing is there for the India country. And my city name is New Delhi. My zip code I would enter here. My address. Now the chart of account file. If you have the chart of account file available in R format, then import that by uploading the file. If it is not available, then into the Cyprus and enter your text number if there is any, the second phone number, the fax number, or the email address that you want to enter. Just enter all the desired information at this particular level and click on start. Once you click on start, the system will process lot many things in the background. As a result of that, there is a tenant or the client gets generated by the system. The legal entity gets generated by the system. The two roles gets generated by the system along with the users. Then there would be the chart of account imported by the system, the accounting schema. So you would be able to see now the system generated your client. Once it is generated, thereafter I just need to say if you want to save this information, save this information, otherwise say OK. And you need to log out from this particular place. Once you log out from the system, now we just need to log in with the newly created client. So here again you need to enter your user ID as we have created SCL admin as our user, and the same is going to be the password that can be later on changed. Your language, English India, will be picked by the system automatically. So we'll say okay. You want to save the password, then you will save it, and you can see I do have the organization created along with the default warehouse, and say okay. As a result of this, you would be able to see all the components that are available within the software to this particular admin role, and you would be see here that the chart of account and other components which I had mentioned is already imported by the client generation process. So you would be able to see that all these are generated by the system, while the accounting scheme and the other details would be already there in this system along with some default values. So you would be able to see how easy to create the new client into the Cyprus ERP software. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.